Harvey is making landfall again for the third time. The tropical storm hitting Louisiana this morning and battering parts of eastern Texas. Take a look at this image. That is a shelter in Port Arthur, Texas, not only dealing with an overwhelming amount of flood victims, but now they're dealing with flooding of their own.
The problems just keep compounding, and the front page of the Houston Chronicle this morning, it's stark and sad. Epic flooding shows no mercy. But we are also seeing heart, heroism, courage, and community. Look at that, neighbors hand in hand, a human chain to safety.
That is incredible. And here is what we know at this hour. More than 13,000 people have been rescued in the Houston area. The death toll rising to 11 as a result of the deadly storm. And that relentless rain adding up to an unprecedented 51.88 inches.
We have never seen that in the continental United States. And we've got team coverage from the disaster zone across southern Texas and Louisiana. Senior meteorologist Rob Marciano starts us off from Richmond, Texas. Good morning, Rob.
Hey, good morning, George. The rain has finally stopped here in Houston, but the water continues to rise. This as Tropical Storm Harvey makes its looping turn and a second U.S. landfall now spinning in Louisiana, but causing more flooding chaos across East Texas.
This morning, 25 more inches of rain falling on parts of East Texas. The latest deluge adding to the already flooded streets, swallowing up these neighborhoods in Galveston and Port Arthur, causing whitecaps on I-10 and a crisis at local shelters.
Now everybody is starting to panic, and it's not fun anymore. This is beginning to be a traumatic experience.
At the Civic Center in Port Arthur, reports of 3 to 4 feet of water seeping in through the exit doors. The floor covered, water starting to crawl up the bleachers.
You have older people, you have infant babies, kids walking in this water, and they have all kinds of insects, spiders and frog snakes in this water, and they move this up to the bleachers, but that's not helping. The water is rising up.
Outside, the streets so dangerous, officials calling off rescue attempts overnight, putting a wall of water between firefighters and homes burning. The mayor trying to maintain order, Facebooking, "Our whole city is underwater right now, but we are coming."
Harvey clearly not done yet. The rain still coming down in the Golden Triangle of Port Arthur, Beaumont, and Orange, Texas, as Harvey finally ejects north. But we obviously have a long way to go with this storm.
Hey! The bus, they can't stop.
Okay, we got about 10 of them out, okay? I came over here, I own a rent house back here, and me and my buddy came back in the boat, checked it out, and while we were here, people were hollering for help, so we started getting them out.
People were hollering for help?
Yeah, for help, yeah. So we started getting them out. We got about 10 people out. It's real bad. I don't know what's going to happen.
And a lot of them were in wheelchairs. I saw a couple in wheelchairs.
A couple of them are, yeah. A couple of them are.
And you know, y'all had to carry them out. Like,
yeah, I had to carry them out. I had to carry some out myself, yeah.
I heard it was flooded back here.
A little bit, yeah, hurry. See, past that stop sign, it's another neighborhood, I believe. And so she said it's up to the door.
Somebody in there?
No.
Oh, fogged up?
It's all fogged up. No.
No, ain't nobody in there.
No. Horrible. All my years on this earth, I've never seen anything like this. This is very devastating. Look at these houses and vehicles people are going to lose. Water's so high and it just keeps coming.
This is crazy. I hope there's nobody in there.
Look at a ghost town back here.
No, what are you doing? Yeah, love you too. Bye-bye. Oh, Lord. Everybody's been so nice. There's been so many boats up here and asked us if we wanted to go, you know, and we told them that the sun was coming to get us.
Yeah, that would be it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm a little cold.
From Houston to Beaumont to New Orleans, they are all reeling from this storm. So let's get right to ABC's Gio Benitez outside Beaumont tonight.
Tonight, Beaumont and Port Arthur, Texas, underwater. Residents waking up to this. Major freeway Interstate I-10 now completely underwater. Cars submerged, in some places catastrophic floodwaters reaching rooftops.
I'm on my roof right now.
Families in agony, waving white towels, signaling for help. In the last 24 hours, the storm tragically claiming 2 lives here in Beaumont. 41-year-old Colette Sulcer died, her 3-year-old daughter clinging to her as both were swept away. Her little girl miraculously in stable condition tonight. In nearby Port Arthur, workers racing to evacuate this flooded nursing home. More than 70 elderly patients in bedrooms and hallways, workers gathering desperately needed medical supplies and oxygen tanks. Outside, local residents with their own boats taking them to safety. A military chopper later landing on the highway to airlift some out. City officials pleading for volunteers to come with boats to help with rescues. And we were there as so many stranded Beaumont residents finally made it to dry land.
How are you feeling right now? That you're
scared. Don't know which way to go, what to do, losing everything.
There's my kids on the table, and my whole house is floating. Floating, floating, floating, floating, floating.
Crystal Dorch posting this plea for help on Facebook from her flooded living room. Her 3 children huddled together on a table. The family rescued and safe tonight. In nearby Port Arthur, even the shelter's flooding.
And enough is enough. We need help.
People now piling onto bleachers, trying to get to higher ground. They too are safe tonight as we met the everyday neighbors saving so many lives.
You guys are really heroes right now. You are getting all of these families out of there.
Not heroes.
No. There's a lot more people here, a lot more than us. We're just down here trying to help.
We go now to meteorologist Tim Pandages with an update on Tropical Storm Irma. Tim, this is still a long way out, but we still have to watch it.
Yeah, it's developed 3,000 miles away from the east coast of the United States, so it still has a lot of ground to cover before it gets anywhere near a threat to the U.S. Let's talk about it now. The 11 a.m. advisory here has it already with winds at 50 miles an hour, and it is expected to become a hurricane by Friday morning, a Category 1 hurricane. And then from there, there's a lot of speculation whether it goes farther north or farther south. Why? Well, the computer models. Each line you see here is a different rendering of the scenario that could play out. Some, as it gets towards the end of this forecast period, goes a little bit farther north, and some go a little farther south. This time of the year, it's almost just as important to see the strength and the positioning of something called a Bermuda high that sits over the middle parts of the Atlantic. If it was to be rather weak, that'll usually drive these systems to move west and then do that little loop out to sea, and we call it a fish storm at that point. If it's just a little bit stronger and positioned a little bit farther towards the west, it'll actually push it right towards the eastern seaboard. If it's really, really strong, then it'll push it even farther to the west and way south of our region and into the Gulf of Mexico, an area that obviously does not need it anywhere soon. Now, there has been several areas of concern that have developed over the past 30 years. Since 1987, the Cape Verde hurricanes, this is what that would be, 9 of them have made landfall as a Category 1 or greater. 16 total landfalls during that time frame in September alone. 8 of them originated from the Cape Verde Islands. So we'll watch this closely. Again, another 10 to 12 days before it's any sort of threat to us, but obviously we'll monitor it for you there.
Our other big story, dangerous heat is coming to the Bay Area. Air quality, people's health, and fire danger will be major concerns.
In fact, we could see all-time highs, records, as we move into the Labor Day weekend. Today, it's 92 degrees inland, but by Friday and Saturday, we are looking at inland temperatures as high as 115 degrees.
Wildfire burning in Butte County, about 16 miles east of Oroville. Several structures are on fire. Evacuations are being ordered for the community of Feather Falls. Crews are on the ground. They're also in the air, as you see there, dropping fire retardant, working to get these flames under control and out.
Acaba içeride ablalar var, istiyorsa orayı. İçeri abi bir. Hali yok. Akşama buradan bir ağzı. Suyu da yok değil mi? Kaçırdı bak.
Bankada mısın?
Ya köpeği yazık ya. Nerede var?
Cam açık mıydı? Bizim orada.
Hadi şunu alayım mı?
Oğlum neyi alıyorsun? Oraya gidene kadar sen de motor gibi devrilirsin orada. Ben söyleyeyim ya. Tatlıcının yanındayım. Simge nerede? Simge de gireceğim hadi. Bu da bankada. Tamam.
Siyahtan yarım veya bir sonraki yıllar. Yeter bu baharatlar, yeter ya. Atla. Hadi. Ya kırmaz abla, lazım. Bunlar ona kırmaz.
İndir.
Oğlum tutamazsın elini.
Tepenin oraya kadar inmiyor ki önden. Ramazan geliyor. Kutsal Ramazan.
Die türkische Metropole Istanbul ist erneut von einem schweren Unwetter heimgesucht worden. Der Regensturm mit Windgeschwindigkeiten von bis zu 75 Stundenkilometern erreichte die größte Stadt der Türkei am Dienstag und brachte dort den Verkehr zum Erliegen. Bürgermeister Kadir Topbaz rief die Bürger auf, zu Hause zu bleiben. Es ist bereits das dritte Unwetter innerhalb weniger Wochen. Klimaforscher hatten Anfang des Monats bereits davor gewarnt, dass die jüngsten Klimaentwicklungen die Entstehung von derartigen Superzellen begünstige.
Gördüğünüz kar değil bu. of çöplüyor. Of. Anlamam bu çöplük. Dörtten çöplük git aşağıya. O değil. Allah affasız versin. Abi belediyenin çok işi var. Çöpler alan. O evin içine su gitmiştir. Değil mi? Cam böyle vuruyor. Trafo yıkılacak yarım. Duman çıkıyor. Ana araba gelip var. Anlam. Anlam. Allah hafası versin. Alayım mı onlara? Bir şeyin o. Sağmazlar. Yeni aldıydı. Abi. Alalım mı arabalara? Şemsiyeyle şey gitti. Sen iş yapan orada. Arın üstüne gelir onun ya. Abi çekil.
Yolun taşları şu an kalktı.
Mira, amor, mira, mira, mira, mira.
Cuida,
Ecco la situazione, ormai il fuoco ha raggiunto la pineta storica di Cecinaro. Drammatica la situazione, c'è urgente bisogno di mezzi. È a rischio anche il paese di Cecinaro a queste condizioni. Abbiamo interessato tutti, la protezione civile, abbiamo chiamato l'assessore, abbiamo chiamato il prefetto. Speriamo che mandino subito dei mezzi perché è assurdo quello che sta succedendo. Ecco, ormai il paese è proprio a ridosso dell'incendio.
ये कोई पुरानी वीडियो नहीं है, अभी कराची का मंजर है। सुबह 8:30 बजे 31 अगस्त द न्यू ग्रीन लाइन ट्रैक नियर केरिया चौरंगी। ये आप देख सकते हैं हालत, लोग किस तरह जान बचा के ऊपर जा रहे हैं। बसेस की हालत देखें, आधी आधी डूबी हुई हैं बसेस। ये देखें आप, ये देखें नाज़रीन, ये देखें, ये आगे हालत देखें आप, हाईएस की हालत देखें आगे, रिक्शा हाईएस, ये देखें कितनी बड़ी बड़ी बसेस पूरी डूबी हुई हैं। ये मेन नॉर्थ नाजिराबाद की मेन जगह है और यहाँ पे ग्रीन लाइन ट्रैक बन रहा है। ये आप देख सकते हैं क्या हालत हुई हुई है। ये आप देखें, ये देखें कैसे बस जा रही है। ये देखें, आंटी गवर्नमेंट ने बिल्कुल सही कहा था।
इसको कहते हैं सोने पे सुहागा। एक साला ये सैलाब, ऊपर से ये बारिश। जो लोग कह रहे थे सिस्टम सही नहीं है, सिस्टम बहुत सही है, कुछ ज़्यादा ही सही है।
बहुत तेज पानी भाई, जूते उतारने पड़ेंगे।
भाई नहीं उतार, पैर में लग जाएगा।
चप्पल चली जाएगी भाई,
पैर में लग जाएगा। अच्छा
लग जा खैर।
इधर कोने पे लगा देते, वहाँ कम है पानी।
चलो भाई
ठीक है, हम लोग वीडियो तो बना लेते हैं। टिकट कम करो भाई, पूरा अंदर फंस जाएगा, गंदगी पूरा कचरा भाई। चाबी गिर गई तो कौन ढूंढेगा?
ये घर का हाल है हमारे, ये गाड़ी है और ये गाड़ी के अंदर भी पानी है।
बात कर ले, गाय अंदर खड़ी कर देंगे सीधा की।
ये जो खाली प्लॉट है, खाली प्लॉट पे ही बन सकता है अभी।
प्लॉट नहीं है, जो मकान बन रहे हैं इसके अंदर अपनी गाय खड़ी की हुई है
कमरे के अंदर खड़ी करवा देंगे, बाद में सफाई करवा देंगे। ये हाल है पूरा। और गुज्जर नाला जो है वो रिवर्स मार गया है अभी ना, यानी पूरा नाला भी मैं दिखाता हूँ, थोड़ा सा आगे हो सके तो। ये एक तारिक ग्राउंड से पानी आ रहा है सारा, पीछे ब्लॉक 4 का। या हमारा घर जो है तकरीबन घुटने घुटने डूबा हुआ है, ये शदीद फ्लो है। ये शदीद फ्लो है इस टाइम तारिक ग्राउंड से जो आ रहा है पानी का। मतलब सैलाबी रेले की सी कैफियत है ये हमारे घर के बाकी 5 जानवर हैं जो बालत मजबूरी खड़े हैं रात से। ये अगर कैमरा दिखा सके पीछे जूम करके तो मैं दिखाने की कोशिश करता हूँ। पीछे जो है सारा नाले का पानी है रिवर्स। नाला वाला सब बराबर हो गया। बंदे ये गाड़ियां
आ गया आ गया गाड़ी गया वो देखो अरे रे रे रे रे अरे रे गया गया गया गया गाड़ी गया ओ हो गया अंदर घुस गया ओ यार जबरदस्त और एक गाड़ी अटक गया था वहाँ पे एक गाड़ी अटक गया है वहाँ पे हाँ दो ये मेरे चाचा देखो और दो गाड़ी बाकी है ना और दो गाड़ी बाकी है ना दो गया ना और यहाँ का दो गाड़ी था ना तीन गया टोटल तीन गया एक पहला उधर गया उल्टो फ्लो से गया उस साइड से गया ये देखो दूसरा गाड़ी आया दो गाड़ी आया और एक इधर गाड़ी आया ये तो आया और इसमें इंश्योरेंस पास नहीं होगा फ्लड है ना वो तीसरा गाड़ी गया चौथा गाड़ी आ रहा है ओ गया गाड़ी पलटी मार दिया वो तो गाड़ी दिख वो तो गाड़ी दिख ही नहीं रहा किधर गया वो तो अंदर से गया गाड़ी
Residents of Bihar State have endured a month of living day to day looking for higher ground. These are the worst monsoon rains the Red Cross says they've seen in decades, and they've hit India's rural northeast particularly hard.
We are hoping for help. Please help us. We are drowning. Our crops have been destroyed. How are we going to live?
Bihar State has been underwater for much of August. Communities have been cut off, the power supply disrupted, and farmers' crops lie submerged.
Flood waters have completely destroyed our green chili fields. We're going to pick whatever is left and feed ourselves.
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi surveyed the disaster area last week. He announced a relief package equal to $78 million, small consolation for these chili farmers.
Based on information I have and regions I've seen, I can say that all the crops have been completely destroyed in those areas. Nearly 100% of it is lost.
The cost of this year's monsoon doesn't stop there. This is India's financial capital, Mumbai, after receiving more rain in one day than it averages in a month. Crews rescued thousands of stranded residents.
We've been stuck here since yesterday. We couldn't go home. We stayed here the whole night.
Roads disappeared, causing traffic chaos in the city of 20 million. Downed trees and power lines didn't help. The storm prompted the cancellation of flights and trains. Schools and universities were shut down.
There is massive flooding. We suggested people who are in offices to leave their building only after checking the traffic alerts that we put out.
The water is receding in Mumbai, but for many in this region, life will not return to normal anytime soon. Charlotte Ballas, Al Jazeera.
Beginilah kondisi arus air dalam musibah banjir bandang yang menerjang di 5 kecamatan di wilayah Balikpapan pada Selasa pagi tadi. Hujan deras yang mengguyur Balikpapan selama 2 hari terakhir menyebabkan air sungai meluap dan akhirnya menggenangi ribuan rumah di Balikpapan. 5 kecamatan yang diterjang banjir setinggi 1 hingga 2 meter ini, yakni Kecamatan Balikpapan Utara, Balikpapan Barat, Balikpapan Tengah, Balikpapan Selatan, serta Kecamatan Balikpapan Kota. Namun banjir bandang terparah dialami oleh Kecamatan Balikpapan Selatan dan Kecamatan Balikpapan Tengah. Kini, petugas dari Badan Penanggulangan Bencana Daerah bersama dengan Basarnas Balikpapan tengah berjibaku membantu evakuasi warga yang masih terjebak di dalam rumah. Dari Balikpapan, Mukmin Ajis memberitakan.
This is what we are facing at back of First Bank, near Tukbo Road, behind Madonna Street. Almost all the whole house you can see is flooded. You can see this woman and her son. The whole of the house is inside water. Can see nobody was able to come out of the house.
This is serious.
Now you can see.
Even cover this.
Including a church, everything sink.
Moving to the West African country of Niger now, where torrential rains have swept across the capital Niamey. Authorities have ordered thousands of people to evacuate their homes due to severe flooding. Many locals have sought shelter in schools. The government and aid organizations are providing emergency assistance. Flooding is a recurrent problem in Niger. The government says at least 44 people have been killed since the rainy season began in June. The death toll from the recent mudslides and flooding has been revised. According to local officials, more than 1,000 people died when part of Sugarloaf Mountain collapsed on the outskirts of the capital, Freetown. It's a staggering number. It hasn't been officially confirmed yet, though. The government puts the death toll at 450, but more than 600 people are still unaccounted for. It's unlikely the exact number of victims will ever be known, and thousands of people in the Regent area have been evacuated as heavy rains continue to pose a risk to the community.
Las 9 de la mañana, ¡yupi! ¡Esta noche! Nos llegó el eclipse de Estados Unidos. La boluda se cruzó, mirá. ¡Esa! Se quemó. Se quedaron sin luz enfrente. Llueve, llueve, llueve. ¡Yupi! Otro truenito más. Se cortó la luz, dice la Lululi. Se va a largar a llover. Me voy adentro. Esto es terrible. ¡Piedra! ¡Piedra! ¡Piedra! Loco, no se ve el auto. Mirá lo que es esto. Mirá lo que es esto, por Dios. ¡Mételo acá! ¡Mételo acá! Dale, dale, dale, dale, dale. Piedra está cayendo, este muchacho se resguardó de la piedra bajo el todo nuestro. Toma. En una tormenta me voy adentro, me estaré mojando. ¡Chau, chau! Está cayendo piedra, bueno. Bien. Estos boludos que se quedan en el costado, son unos tarados. Ay, papá, todo eso blanquito, piedrita. Todo eso blanco, piedritas. Uy, ese, se lo van a poner al colectivo. Ahí, ahí. De quedarse, boludo. Bueno, me pasaron los dos. Todo apurado. Un camión volcó acá. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Ya ven? A ver qué le pasó a este boludo. Este volcó. Este volcó. Qué cagada, boludo. Este volcó de mierda. Este volcó, este es un boludo. Qué bacana. A ver qué le pasó al chofer. A ver qué le pasó al chofer. ¿Qué le pasó al chofer? Te manda para arriba, muchacho. Bueno. Se volcó. Sí, amigo, ¿todo bien? ¿Qué le pasó?
Volcado.
Ah.
Nos volcó una ráfaga de viento.
¿Sí?
Estábamos parados acá y se frío.
La mierda, vos. ¿Todo bien?
Sí, estamos de bien.
¿Llamaron ya? ¿Llamaron?
Sí, le empezó a golpear.
Bien alto por eso.
Es impresionante, nunca vi una cosa así.
la distancia entre la vereda y el edificio. Está todo adentro del edificio. Enfrente están los naranjos. No, mirá lo que es esto, impresionante. Dice mi hermana que el árbol cayó justo que estaba pasando el tren y rompió un vagón. Así que no sé hasta qué va a pasar.
Para que se lo mande a Rafael Martínez. El kayak, el de interaseo.
Era como la playa hace años. Ey, allá va para el
Esta noche se vive una emergencia en varias zonas del Estado de México. ¿Saben por qué? Por las lluvias. Hay severas afectaciones en Valle Dorado, en Tlalnepantla. Las precipitaciones provocaron, miren las imágenes, son tremendas, ¿eh? Inundaciones en avenidas y en algunos puntos el agua alcanzó los 40 centímetros. El drenaje, cosa nada rara, colapsó. Aguas negras se desbordaron del emisor poniente y se han filtrado en viviendas aledañas. Está tremenda la cosa.
Sí, ¿ya viste las fotos y el video? Está todo Arboledas inundado y se metió al estacionamiento. Al estacionamiento. Sí, ¿ya viste las fotos y el video? Está todo Arboledas inundado y se metió al estacionamiento. Al estacionamiento, ajá. Y mi coche está a un cuarto de subir de la llanta.
Pégate a tu izquierda, pégate a tu izquierda, a tu izquierda. Le doy otro hoyo.
¿Sabe cómo puedo compartir esta ubicación? Ya estoy aquí, pero ¿cómo la comparto? A un web. ¿Vete al cuarto de la persona?
Iniciamos con la tormenta tropical Lidia que se formó en el Pacífico. Las autoridades alertaron a la población de Los Cabos en Baja California Sur de fuertes vientos, lluvias y un oleaje elevado. En su más reciente reporte, la Conagua informó que estableció una zona de vigilancia de norte a sur del estado, desde Punta Abreojos hasta San Juan Bautista. También se estableció una zona de vigilancia desde Bahía de Quino en Sonora hasta Bahía Tepehuaya en Culiacán en Sinaloa. Se han pronosticado lluvias torrenciales en estos dos estados, así como en Nayarit y Jalisco. También habrá lluvias intensas en Durango, Zacatecas, Aguascalientes y Colima.